Next, Sagittarius. Okay, time to hate on myself a little bit. So I am a Sagittarius, but also have Scorpio, as y'all know. I start off the list with apparently, because I didn't want to admit this. Apparently you're too blunt. I never thought this was true about myself until I started talking about my friends, and they told me I am very blunt and I'm very to the point, which I felt like I never was. I feel like if anything I would be passive, but according to my friends I'm blunt. I've noticed it the more I mature in age. I become more blunt and honest. I guess I can be blunt, but it's only because I got so tired of jumping through hoops for people and then getting nowhere. Like, what's the point? What the heck? I wrote, this is so depressing. I don't agree with this, but I know what I was trying to say. I said, you'll never be happy. Let me explain. I did not actually mean you'll never be happy. I just meant, I think Sagittariuses have this like everlasting wanderlust and like constantly searching for something, whether that's the meaning of life, happiness, the next thing, the next adventure, the next whatever. You're always gonna be like, but what's on the other side? I think that's what's complicated about Sagittarius is when it comes to relationships. You could be in your dream relationship so happy and you'll be like, but what about this? Or you could finally feel like you're settling in a hometown and you'll be like, but I haven't traveled here yet. But what would it be like to live over here? I don't relate to that side of Sagittarius too much. I like commitment. I like settling down, the idea of it. It scares me just like anybody else, but I feel like Sagittarius is, for the most part, the general population of Sagittarius is always kind of are thinking of the next thing, and that can be hurtful to your life, but also good because you end up having amazing experiences and having all these places you've traveled and knowing so many people and having so many experiences with so many people, and like I've just never completely related to that, but I think it's something so admirable about them, but also not the best thing. You can be obnoxious. We're loud, kind of like Leos. We can be a little much. We're funny, but we're loud and can probably honestly be annoying. There are times when I'm like, oh, I know I'm being annoying right now. Like, I'm definitely being annoying. I'll watch this back and probably be like, wow, I'm so annoying.
It's true. I am editing, and yes, you are annoying.
But that's just who we are. We're goofy. We don't care. And even if we, like, think about it later, we didn't care in the moment. So, you know, it's whatever, it happened. We're obnoxious sometimes, and it can be a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing for people who love us and think it's like cute and funny and great and like being around us, but to some of y'all earth signs over there, you're like, oh my god, can you shut up for a minute? Like, just calm down. Like, anyways, on to the positives about Sagittarius. Let me give y'all fellow Sagittarians some love. You are so open-minded. I feel like we're the most expansive signs of the zodiac besides Aquarius. We're very I feel like Aquariuses are more progressive, but like Sagittariuses are very open-minded. You could start talking about the idea of aliens being real, and any Sag will most likely not shoot you down immediately on that. Or, you know, I believe mermaids are real. I bet most people don't. I just feel like Sagittariuses are like not shocked by anything, and they're very open-minded about things, and I don't know, you could tell them, hey, I'm not going to college. They'd be like, hey, great, that's amazing. Or you could say, hey, I'm moving to Norway and I'm starting my life and I'm getting a new job as a gardener and I'm doing this, and we'll be like, go do it, live your life. We're not gonna be those logical people that are like, but have you done this? But have you done this? Are you sure about this? As a friend, I might say those things, but ultimately, I say do whatever makes you happy, as long as you're not hurting anyone. I feel like when ASMR started becoming a thing, I immediately didn't think it was weird, whereas a lot of people were like,
whispering? Videos of people whispering?
what? That's weird. And I was like, bring it on. Give me the sounds. I also put best conversations. I feel like every Sag is just good at talking, good at having conversations. You can just jump from topic to topic. It's always just a very fulfilling talk. I have 2 more negatives. You're not always right, and you can be careless. Although we're open-minded, we also think that we're never wrong because we're so open-minded. We think that we can't possibly be wrong, so it's really hard to convince us that we're wrong in an argument because we believe that we are right. And that's that. It's not that you can't change our minds, it's just if it's not so much a factual situation, we think our opinion is right. And too careless. I feel like Sages don't take life seriously compared to other people, and that can lead us to just not having very organized, normal paced lives. I feel like at some point Sages get a reality check where you're like, oh yeah, like I need to do life in a structural way. And it's not a fun reality check, but sorry I talked about Sagittarius so long. It's just easy because I am one, so of course I can relate to that one the most. Moving on. Capricorns.
How do you spell M-O-N-E-Y?
Capricorns. I have so many mixed emotions because you know what it is? I think ultimately I like you as people. I really do. I appreciate your existence. I appreciate what you do. But like the basic identities are just like that, you know? But also I have really good conversations with Capricorns. I have amazing friendships with Capricorns. But every once in a while I'll just take a deep sigh and be like, why are you like this? My dad's a Capricorn. My uncle's a Capricorn. One of my longest guy friends is a Capricorn. I've just known a lot of Capricorns, and they all really care about success and money a lot. That is a lot of like what equals happiness and success to them is, you know, material things, money, status, all of that. I'll be like, why can't we just be happy now? Like, earn that money, but also be happy and enjoy the journey to getting that success and money. Yeah, I don't know. They can just be so serious. I also put that they're condescending and sarcastic, which can be things that I like about them. Not the condescending part, but the sarcasm part. They're very, like, dry, dark humor people, which I can be too, but sometimes it's, like, too much. They, are probably a little smarter than you, and so they act like that, but that doesn't feel good. And it's like, just because you may be better or know more about whatever, that doesn't mean you have to talk to me like I'm a child, even though I might act like one. They can just be very pessimistic, and that counteracts the optimism of a lot of the other signs, and be kind of downers. But I also find that they're very logical, and they're really good to talk about like big life choices with, because they have a lot of insights, and they're super smart, and they do have really big hearts, and they genuinely care about the people in their lives, and they never mean to be negative, or like it's not something they like think of doing. It's just kind of like how they are, and I don't know, I do appreciate them. I do. And I really am thankful for them in my life, even if they're not exactly like me. It's also refreshing when someone's different than you. I think if you're not compatible with somebody, that doesn't mean you can't still be friends. Like, I will try being friends with absolutely anybody. It doesn't matter what your sign is. Like, I don't care. I put compliments are a big deal because they're hard to impress. That is true. I recently showed my friend my music, and when he gave me a compliment, I felt like I got a gold star. I was like, yes, the Capricorn complimented it. Because they're not gonna lie to you. They're really not gonna lie to you, and they're not gonna tell you something's good if it's not. They're not gonna sugarcoat things for you. So when they compliment you, be thankful because they mean it. I put secretly soft. Even though they put on this front, and they can be kind of like bland and mysterious and like just kind of like cold, like oh.
You know, whatever. Like, I'm a Capricorn. It's fine. Like whatever. Like I'm chilling.
They are soft and they have emotions and they just repress them. Okay, they totally have emotions. They just repress them. But they are softies, and if you make them uncomfortable enough to have an emotional conversation, they will talk sometimes about their emotions, and it can be nice. Then I put they're very intellectual and have good work ethic. Aquarius.
Maybe I'm strange, I don't care.
Aquarius. I'm gonna try to be unbiased because I've been personally attacked by a few Aquariuses. Although I am super compatible with them, I also just, they irk me in a way that no other sign does. Because there is nothing more that will irk me than somebody who just acts aloof and acts like they don't care about anything. And that is an Aquarius for you, okay? They will act like that. Sometimes they genuinely are like that. And it's like, I don't know how to deal with people like that. But let's put my personal beef away and let's just talk about them as a stereotype and overall general personality. On the negative side, they can be kind of shady and untrustworthy. They're not the most trustworthy people in the world. The thing is, because they're kind of detached from their emotions and kind of detached from things, so like something that's super a big deal and emotional to you just might not be that big of a deal to them. Again, this is kind of with my experience, but this is like overall. They can just be kind of secretive about stuff. Them and Scorpios are kind of secretive people, and it's not necessarily that they're hiding anything, they just kind of keep to themselves when it comes to their personal stuff. But at the same time, they think they're so original and different, and like nobody's like them. When in reality, there's a million of them, okay? They can be very manipulative. Yeah, they'll kind of mess with you, play with your emotions a little bit, if it means getting what they want. And I can put mean. I feel like they can be mean, them and Capricorns, because they just are so detached and they can be so cold, so they don't care if they hurt your feelings a little bit. Like, they really don't. They'd rather make the joke and like have you have hurt feelings a little bit. Yeah, I feel like they're like the meaner signs. But let's go to the positive about y'all. I also noticed I have less bad experiences with female Aquariuses. Never had a problem with one of y'all. Y'all are cool. But you do the whole like, I'm unique thing. So that's just an Aquarius thing all around. Y'all definitely like are trendsetters. I feel like Aquariuses start trends because they can be very different. Like, even though it's like I just shaded them for that, they can be just unlike anyone else and have their own sense of style and everything. So go off. I mean, I love that about y'all too. I also put they're really funny. They are funny. Every Aquarius I've met is really funny and have like a really good sense of humor. They're charismatic. They can get along with almost anybody right off the bat. Yeah, very charismatic and charming. You have your sweet moments of vulnerability. So even though you can be detached and aloof and you don't have emotions, there are moments when you let that all go and you just tell your feelings, and you're a very like deep person actually in reality. So yeah, Aquariuses aren't as aloof as they may seem inside. Lastly is Pisces. Yeah. And I don't have too much experience with them. And 2 family members that are Pisces. Y'all are just weird. Y'all are just weird. Like, there's always this vibe that a Pisces has that you can't quite put your finger on, but it's like, oh, this person's different. Like, they're unique for real. Like, they're what Aquarius wish they were, okay? They just can be very odd, but in like a quirky, cute way, you know? I don't have any Pisces in my chart. I wish I did, just to like relate in some way or try to know what that feels like to be a Pisces. because y'all's biggest flaw is you let people walk all over you and you let people take your kindness for granted. And I see it happen all the time. And I'm like, why? Stand up for yourself, girl. Stand up for yourself. It's okay. Stay true to you. I have that to say to Pisces. And the good things is they're just really genuinely kind, gentle people. They do not hurt a fly. But also don't make them mad or hurt the people they love, because that is not cool to them at all. That's like off limits. So also a Scorpio. Water signs are just very emotional. Don't hurt anyone they love, because they are very emotional little beings. Yeah, that's all I have to say about Pisces, honestly. Just like, don't be a doormat. So yeah, I know this video was a little disorganized and I went on little tangents and stuff, but I hope you overall enjoyed it. I know I talked about some signs longer than other signs. I'm sorry about that. I just have more or less experience with some. But let me know if you want to see more astrology related videos. Maybe I can go in depth on some things or answer questions about it. Or if you want me to, I don't know. Just whatever astrology themed things you could think of. This has been a lot of fun. I liked talking about it. I'd like to do more videos like this. If y'all didn't know, I do music. I am working on a homemade album that is going to be a song for each zodiac sign, as well as 4 like interlude songs for fire, earth, wind, and water. And it's just gonna be a really cool project that I'm working on. And I have about a little less than half of the songs finished, so it could be a hot minute until it's released or anything, but it's been a lot of fun making it. And so that's why I've also been delving into astrologies, because I just want to make every song as accurate as possible. Leave a comment below on what sign you are and like 3 main things that you think are important to be included if there was a song about your personality. But yeah, check out Chai Tea. Check out my other videos. I have ASMR, some like tea related videos, and then just like random little videos like that. So yeah, thank you for watching.